The first girl I ever dated, believe me, if you were that girl, you would be thrilled out of your mind. The problem was when I got to college and figured out what beer was, okay? But until then, we celebrated every single monthly anniversary.
That's stupid.
Yeah, well, it wasn't like what? It wasn't like going out to dinner. I wasn't taking her to Morton's Steakhouse. It was just
nerd alert button here.
I would send her a text or just a card. But that's beside the point.
I just want to plug Bluetooth's name on this because this is by far the best topic we've had all night.
Yeah, it's terrific. Listen, I did make in my notes. I said, ask me more questions. I didn't say make me squirm around like a fucking uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't have a good analogy. But the point is, you would be lucky. You would be lucky if you had dated me back in the day.
Oh,
yeah, you would.
What types of things did you do for this chick that she was so lucky?
I made at 3 months. And this is how big of a pussy I was.
Birdhouse out of popsicle sticks.
It was out of popsicle sticks, but you know what it was? It was a picture of me and her at prom, and prom was our first date, and I put it into a frame made out of popsicle sticks, and then I wrote a gay poem because that's how I'm a fucking writer.
And is it because the popsicle sticks were cheaper than buying a real frame?
The look is
I'm sorry.
priceless.
It was there for the taking.
Well, all right. I'm gonna end this tonight with a
on a bad note.
No, we're gonna end on a very good note, and I got a little nugget for everybody. And so, for you at home who are listening, I don't know. There might be 2 of you at this table, maybe, who have heard this story. But yeah, the nickname Raw Dog, whoop-de-doo, we get it. You know, it's all tongue in cheek. The first time ever with popsicle stick girl, the chick took to prom and whatnot, and if she fucking forgot this, I would be pissed because this was one of the funniest things that's ever happened. Thanks, Barsick. Alright, so anyway, we'll end with this. But, so the first time ever, in the back of the van, 6 minutes of pain and 9 minutes of slightly less pain. But what happened was a delayed period. And everybody freaks out about that shit. And we had no idea. I didn't think it was humanly possible, but she was freaking out left and right. And apparently she went to her parents, which there's a good thing to do. That's what you should do if you're a young kid and like you're confused about what's going on. Please tell your parents, okay? So you don't have to be freaked out in silence.
If you're a young kid, you shouldn't be listening to this podcast.
If you're over 17, I'm okay with that. But if you're under 17, I don't know, like.
Get your dad to listen to it with you.
Yeah, go smoke dope or whatever they do, and then listen to it. It's better that way. But all right, so this was a few days.
My next point: don't smoke.
All right, so
if you're a kid, you're not smoking.
Long story short,
frog cakes.
Delayed period. Worst fucking most tense week of my entire life. There's no fucking way it's possible that I'm having a kid. There's no way. And first of all, there's no way she could have a kid. She had such a narrow hip structure. I mean, my kid would come out with such big head and fucking weird body shape or some shit. But when it was all over, the ordeal was all over, and she took the Plan B pill. Yeah, there's a huge vomiting and then a shedding of the uteral lining and whatever comes with not having a kid.
Who paid for the pill?
Come on now! In my defense, she took it before I even knew about it.
All right.
So I could have saved up my...
So she paid for it.
Her parents did.
Oh boy.
I could have saved up my umpiring money and been like, hey, I got you the morning after pill. But anyway, so she takes it. Yeah. Hey, it's been a month, and looks like we're not having a kid, which is funny. But
we're celebrating this anniversary on the toilet.
So what do I do? This is the first date we go on after she had texted me that we weren't having a child together, and I'm waiting. She's upstairs getting dressed. It always took her fucking 4 hours to get goddamn ready. But, I mean, maybe it was worth it. She looked pretty good. So it's me and her mother downstairs. And I clearly knew that it was her mother who bought the Plan B pill. And so we're down there. It's the most awkward thing ever. But what did I do before I came over that day? I stopped at Walgreens and bought a card. I bought a card that said, thank you. I could not even make this up. There was no, thanks for buying your daughter the Plan B pill.
What, you gave the card to the parents?
Yes.
That's all.
What? All it said was, thank you for, dealing with this along with us or something. Yeah, and I said, your daughter's lucky to have such a good mom. So, I don't know, is that you're looking at me like that's the craziest thing ever, but I don't think that's...
How was it received by the mom?
How does Hallmark not have
She didn't open it in front of me. I said, hey, I just have something for you. It's not every day that somebody gives you a thank you card for buying your kid the people.
How does
That is a unique story right there.
And so with that little tidbit, I could not possibly make that up, but that could be one of the most interesting... Well, there's one more interesting story, but we'll save that for another time. Parts of my life of growing up.